circle around into the second row. Or you stay up front. Go to this chair. I'll sit here.
Any stray band children out there? Everybody got a friend here? Good evening and welcome. My name is Mrs. Keene, and I'm here with Mrs. Reich and Mr. Clare, and we all teach at all 4 of the elementaries, and this is this beginning band's very first band concert, and some of our strings' very first concert also. So there's a lot that goes into this, and as you can see, this is called concert rest. This is how students wait for their instructor to start them in a band or an orchestra. So most of our instruments are up on our right knee, some are across our lap, and we sit quietly and we wait. So, but they're very, very excited, so I'm going to get them started. Chelsea says no. Chelsea's one of my 7th graders, but when you play an instrument, there's a lot that goes into it. Besides learning how to put the instrument together, we have to learn how to make a sound, and not all the instruments here make a sound in the same way. So when we have mixed lessons, it gets a little complicated every once in a while. So if you blow just into your instrument, everybody raise your hand, because everybody blows into their instrument, right? Okay, but in order to get a sound, some of our instruments need reeds, or these pieces of wood that attach to their instrument. Flutes, do you guys have a reed? No, they actually take the head joint and they blow across the head joint. Would one of my 7th and 8th graders like to demonstrate that real quick? Okay, Chelsea is being nominated. Chelsea, would you demonstrate that for us? So when she blows across the head joint, the air actually spins back at her, and she has to have enough air to make the air vibrate to produce that sound. Now, if you're a saxophone or a clarinet, there is a reed that is attached to it, and the kids actually blow into the mouthpiece, and it sounds like a duck. So I'm sure some of you have heard the duck sounds in your house. But when we actually attach it to the instrument and we hold it correctly, we can have a really awesome sound. Would one of my kids in the 2nd row like to demonstrate that? Go ahead, Melania. She's a 5th grader. Beautiful. And that goes for saxophones also. Would one of my saxophones like to demonstrate that? Go ahead, Sophie. So they're very different, but they work in the same way. Now, I have many brass players here, and brass players are unique because besides blowing into their instrument, they have to get their lips to buzz and then tighten and loosen in order to make a sound. Would one of my brass players like to demonstrate? Okay, Joy. Nate, you want to give another shot? Go for it. So if you heard 2 different sounds, and that's because they tighten and they loosen their lips. So when we're taking our group lessons, many times we're not all reading the same thing either. Some of my flutes, they're high-fiving back there, they should be very proud of themselves. my flutes are reading a completely different note than my clarinets and my saxophones, and some of my brass players are reading completely different notes, but we all sound the same. So, like I said, it gets a little complicated in the lessons. They're like, whoa, what note are we playing? But I guarantee it's going to sound awesome. So let's get started. We're going to start with our very first note, and that is just a concert F. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, instruments up.
Number 1.
That's a pretty awesome sound. Now, there is one group I kind of forgot about. If you play a percussion instrument, would you raise your hand? Right, my ladies and gentlemen in the back are my percussionists, and they either hit or strike an instrument. You're going to hear a bell set, and Desmond, can you hit the bell set for us? So very similar to playing a snare drum, but we actually have a pitch and the instrument. Now, would my drummers just go ahead and hit the pads, because it's very exciting. Now, that's not a real drum, but that's how most professionals practice. They practice on a pad, because it actually teaches them the correct, what we call a downstroke, when we're learning how to hold the drumsticks correctly. And we sometimes see drummers flailing like this, but in reality, our sticks should be about 6 to 12 inches off the drum pad and completely in control. All right, are we ready for we're going to learn a second note right here. Are you guys ready for your second note? Yes. All right, let's do it.
Number 3.
That's a pretty awesome sound. In lessons, besides just playing one long note all the time and learning where to put our fingers, we learn different rhythms. And rhythms are the duration of notes, or how long we can hold a note. So we're going to demonstrate one of the clapping techniques that we do when we're learning a new rhythm. And you're going to hear that we have longer notes and we have shorter notes. And this exercise is going to demonstrate some notes that are very long, some notes that are in the middle, and some notes that are shorter. So we're going to clap number 6. Please put your instruments across your lap. Are you ready for number 6 to clap? Yes. Instruments up. Keeping the tapping code. 1, 2, here we clap. 2, 3, 4, and we have silences. 3, max. And we let our half notes. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, and we 2, 3, and we hold. Now, when we put that together, we actually use our tongue, and the percussion use their sticks, to separate the notes so that we can hear them clearly. Now, we have things in music that are silences, and those silences are called rests. So if you saw students doing this, that's because they're counting how silent they have to be, or how many beats they have to be silent for. So we're going to put that with our third note, and listen and see if you can hear the different durations of notes.
Number 6.
doing awesome. How many heard the different notes out there? Anybody hear those the separation of notes? Awesome. All right, so we're going to go on. We have 2 more notes to learn, and then we're going to put it together and actually play a real song for you. So let's go on to number 10. You guys ready?
Number 6.
Hold on.
Number 10. Number 10. Number 14.
While the students are learning how to blow through their instruments, strike their instruments, how to put it together, and then look at the symbols on the page, they're interpreting things in many, many ways. They're like, what fingers do I put down? How long do I hold that note? Am I keeping a steady pulse? And now that we've learned 5 notes, we can actually play a 3-note song, and then we throw one more thing at them. We're like, oh wait, there's a sign at the end of this music, and that means to do something. Can somebody up here tell me, what does that sign at the end mean to do? Who knows? Go ahead. Repeat. So there's 2 lines with 2 dots at the end, and it tells the students to go back to a certain section or to go back to the beginning. And they have to think really fast on their feet and go, oh my God, I need to go back to that so we can play the song or the section again. So we're going to do a duet. They're also learning how to play in 2 parts called Hot Cross Bundt Cakes. So see if you can hear the different rhythms, see if you can hear the harmony part, and see if you can hear when they repeat. Instruments up. Who's my duet part? Who's my harmonies? My part Bs? Who's my part Bs? Middle schoolers, if you can play the part B.
Number 18. Now that we've learned our first 5 notes,
We're going to finish our portion with a song called Leapfrog, and it's going to highlight their lowest note and their highest note that they know so far, and then you're going to kind of hear them walk it down, so it's a little jazzy. All right, you guys ready for your finale?
Number 19.
Okay, we're going to have our students come off the stage, and we're going to sit in the back, one of the back corners, while the orchestra comes on up here. Please don't leave, because we have middle school, a special middle school thing at the end.
Can we have one more round of applause for the band, please? Thank you. Front row stand. Front row stand. To the right. Stay in a straight line. To the right. Second row, please stand. You will follow behind front row. Second row. Second row. We are going to bring the middle school. The middle school students are going to help bring the elementary orchestra students up. Orchestra students in elementary school, please to look to your right. There is a middle school student there who is going to help guide you to the stage. I would like fifth graders to sit in the first two rows, and then fourth graders sit behind them. We should be able to do this in 2 minutes, peacefully. We'll be with you in just a moment. Okay, so fifth graders still in front? Yep, for sure. Fifth graders Hello, my name is Mrs. Reich, and I am the proud orchestra teacher of students at Arbor, Bluestone, Chardon Hills, Shoreview, and the middle school. So we are going to put on a wonderful second half of the program for you. The first thing that we're going to do is involve some students, and I'm just kind of going to talk through with you the way I would in the students' lesson. So orchestra, please show me rest position, flat feet, tall backs. Orchestra, what does pizzicato mean? Two. We are going to play an open string warm-up for you. Starting on the C strings, right? 1, 2, ready, C. Now G. When we put 3 notes together on the D string, we can play Merrily We Roll Along. Merrily we roll along. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. That was a fun song that we could play on the D string. Now we're going to play a song using the D string and the A string, Old MacDonald. Ready? 1, 2, play. It's hard to believe that we just got started in September, but we can play our first scale. And for orchestra, that's the D major scale, and we play it forever. We are going to share 8 notes with you now, all the way from low D to high D. This is our D major scale. Watch up here, let's stick together. Use your ears. Ready? Open D. 1, 2, ready, block. Now this is the part they were very excited about. Orchestra, what am I holding? A bow. And we pull to the, and push to the, pull to the, push to the. Good. We're going to play our string warm-up song for you now with our bow. And we had a fun story about riding our bicycle right down the middle of the sidewalk because we're in charge of steering the bow and we decide where it's going to go. It is a tricky skill and I am so proud of all of them. Turn your paper over, back side. Open string order, instruments up. One, two, C, string. G. Our first fiddle song is called Bile 'em Cabbage Down, and it's a fun song about boiling cabbage and baking some biscuits. And this is a choose your own adventure for the students. They can choose to play with the bow if they feel ready, or they can play pizzicato, which means to Bile 'em Cabbage Down. It's up to you. It's your choice. Feel comfortable and happy, okay? It's honey, it's okay. Oh, pluck it. Pluck it. Pizzicato. Instruments up. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. We have one more song to play for you called Twinkle Twinkle, and then we have a special surprise. The middle schoolers are going to help us share some music so you know what you get to look forward to at Euclid Middle School. We have some, if you're in middle school actually, wave your bow at us. We have awesome helpers at the middle school, so they're going to play a song for you, and we would really love it if all the elementary band and orchestra kids would hang out so they know what they have to look forward to. We have about 60 students in the middle school orchestra, and I think we're approaching 80 in the band. So we have lots of great music happening in Euclid. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. This is our final song for the elementary, and then I'll be giving them instructions. Twinkle, twinkle, and again, it's up to you. You may use the bow or pits, whatever's fun, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Orchestra, if you are in middle school, stay on the stage. Elementary students, row 1 only, please stand and follow Mr. Clare's parade. Oh, it was beautiful, Charlie! This is a special group of middle school students that Mrs. Keene and I meet with Thursdays or Fridays after school. And we are doing something that we've never done before. And band students, you're going to want to hear this, so let's put on our listening ears. Thank you. So we are playing a piece of music that is for strings and winds, and we've never done this before. So we're gonna end our concert with Ode to Joy, but first we're gonna play the strings are gonna play a song called Red Lion. I would like to take a moment, of course, to thank the Board of Education, our administration who are in attendance. I was happy to see principals here cheering for their students, and also the Euclid City Schools Foundation, which again this year has generously donated thousands of dollars so that our children can have the opportunity to play in the band and orchestra. I know it's maybe sounds a little bit hard for you to believe when people ask us who our favorite musicians are, we believe that we teach them. Mrs. Keene and I hang out with our students on Fridays. We have a great time, and elementary students, we want you to be in our middle school band and orchestra. So fifth graders, we're gonna see you all next year. Please meet your students in the cafeteria and keep your eyes peeled and look at social media for our next concert. Elementary will be having another concert in May. Thank you very much. Be safe driving home. Good job, everybody. So proud of you.
Hi, Jaylee. I don't think she hears me.
How are you? No, it's on our Euclid Schools Oxcast account, which there's a link on the Euclid Schools website. Yeah. We don't